Hello, good afternoon. Today we're going to present our study case on the effects of online classes on the students and faculty members at ITESUM Campus Querétaro and some possible solutions.
In this study case, we're focusing on the effects of online classes provoked by the pandemic. In this study case, we have two objectives. First, to show the consequences of online classes, but at the same time, show some solutions that can improve this problem. We create this study case with a survey that was to respond for students and faculty of Tecnológico de Monterrey Campus Querétaro because we want to show a more local perspective. And after demonstrate the survey and show the investigation results, we can actually see that there's an actual problem regarding the students' mental health and physical health.
So right now we're going to talk a little bit about the findings. So first we're the cultural area. We asked about how much have they learned during the online classes, and most of them graded this as a 7. In the cultural area, we can find that most of them wanted like more flexible due dates, 31.8%, and 31.3% asked for mental health help with professionals. For the social area, we can find that most of them have experienced back problems, sleep problems, tiredness, anxiety, but bullying is just like 1.9%. In the field of study, we found that mainly the business have passed in the computer 9 to 12 hours. In the institution, we find that just, we can say that 1/3 of our classmates in the ITESUM Campus Querétaro has been experienced economic problems, and we consider it a very important percentage. So due to this, most of them expected to have like less quantity subjects, 53.5%.
It's been a year since quarantine started, and it's been difficult for students and professors to keep a correct method of learning. So we analyzed the three main fields, the social, institutional, and cultural, to identify the main problems of each one. In the institutional issues, it goes after economic problems, and the solutions that we are given is the first one, to discount some subjects for students to pay less, having the advantage of paying less money because it goes depending on the units that you have enrolled. And the disadvantages is that every career has a study plan, so it will take longer to graduate for students. The second one are the tech loans that support families affected by COVID-19. The advantages is that the school itself offers a reduction in the tuition fee. And the disadvantage is that it's not 100% sure for you to receive that help because it is given to the people who need it the most. Moving into cultural problems, the main issue that it's causing struggle is unsatisfaction from learning through a computer. And this one, we have different solutions. The first one is to uncharge some subjects or drop out a semester. The advantages is that the health issues will decrease because you reduce the school pressure. And the disadvantages is that it will take more time to graduate. Then the other solution is to have flexible learning methods. And the advantages is that it will be easier for students to keep focus and shorter period of time in front of a screen. Finally, we have the social problems that impact in the development that we are all experiencing while we are learning. it is mainly enclosed in depression and anxiety from the loneliness of not being in actual contact. That's why we suggest the next proposals. The first one are sessions with mental health professionals. The advantage is that students could have a safe space to talk about what is worrying them. And the disadvantage is that not everyone is open to speak the things to a professionist. Then the other solution is fewer classes per week to increase activities out of a computer. And the advantage is that if school improves in the health assessment, the enrollment of students will be greater. And the disadvantage is that probably it will be difficult for the school to give a personalized help in physical conditions as vision deficit or back problems.
So COVID-19 brought different problems and changes that have arisen through the world over the months in different areas such as economy, education, social interaction, and health. All these because of the pandemic. And one of the most significant changes has been moving from face-to-face classes to online classes, which has caused complications for students and professors. We based our study on surveys and an interview with professionals. So we found out that our main problem is mental health and economic difficulties. As we thought, the pandemic has negatively affected the tech community's mental health, increasing depression rates and making the students feel lonely because of the lack of social interaction. And regarding the economic field, 35% of the students who answered the survey said that they had experienced financial difficulties in paying the tuition and continuing their classes. And the tiredness caused by long working hours in front of a computer and the tuition cost has led most students to consider taking fewer classes than usual to create an easy solution for the problems.
Which is why our recommendation for Tec de Monterrey is to have shorter classes. Based on the results of our survey, we believe that mental health issues are the most urgent to resolve. If fewer hours are dedicated to classes, students will have more time to do things like go to the psychology, which Tech already provides, and enroll in activities that have proven to reduce stress, depression, and anxiety, such as sports, meditation, reading, etc. This solution will also help students with other of the problems shown in the survey, like to have better focus and increase academic performance. Reduce time in front of a screen will also help with visual problems, headaches, and back problems.
To achieve our solutions of decreasing the period of classes, changes can be made by the university. For example, the Tecnológico of Monterrey can divide their subjects in which are the ones that need to have a professor connected in a Zoom meeting, and the other ones that can be implemented by giving internet activities and flexible due dates. The second one is that professors need to have a more efficient way of teaching the students, because if there's an efficient way to provide the information and be able to make the students understand the topic more easily, the periods of classes can become shorter and even just have an hour of class. These two implementations can bring a very important impacts on the mental health of not only the students but also the faculty, because the option of organization and prioritize situations can really improve in the growth and development of everyone in Tecnológico de Monterrey.
Thank you.